Hello students, we will start with our second chapter in science, which is heat. So in this chapter we will learn about the different aspects of heat, how we measure heat and different other things. So let us have a look at what we are going to learn in this particular chapter. So the topics that will be covered in this particular chapter start with heat. We will learn about what is heat. Then we will learn what is temperature and the instruments that we use for measuring temperature. Then we will learn about interconversion of scales. When we learn temperature, we will see that there are three different scales for measuring temperature and how to convert in between those scales. Then we will learn about clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, digital thermometer and maximum minimum thermometer. And we will conclude the chapter by learning about conduction, convection and radiation. So first let's have a look at what is heat. Heat is a form of energy flowing from one body of matter to another spontaneously due to their temperature difference. So what is heat? Heat is basically a form of energy. It's an energy which is flowing from one body of matter. Now we know that there are three states of matter, namely the solid, liquid and gas. So heat is a form of energy that can flow from any state of matter to another state of matter. It may be solid to solid, it may be solid to liquid, it may be liquid to gas, etc. And it happens spontaneously due to the difference in the temperature between these two particular bodies. Now let us have a look at this specific characteristic of heat. Heat is always transferred from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature, or heat flows spontaneously from a hotter body to a cooler body. So we know now that whichever body is at a higher temperature, from that body heat is being transferred to a body at lower temperature. Let's have a look at an example. In our daily life, we come across a number of objects. Some of them are hot and some of them are cold. For example, tea is hot and ice is cold. Now, if you try an activity at your home, you can see, first take a hot cup of tea and then drop a few ice cubes in that hot cup of tea. Now you will see that after a while the ice which is dropped in that hot cup of tea has completely melted. Why does this happen? Because the heat which is there in the tea being a hotter body, gets transferred from the tea to the ice, and the ice being the cooler body, it starts melting because it gains temperature. Some objects are hotter than the others and some objects are cooler than the others. And when we decide that which object is hotter or which object is cooler, we refer it as temperature. So the hotness of an object is measured by temperature. Let's have a look at what is temperature. So temperature is basically the measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. So we measure temperature with the help of how hot it is or how cold it is. And hence we require a particular instrument, and that instrument which is used to measure temperature is called thermometer. Temperature is always measured in degrees. You must be hearing about the three scales which are Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, and all these scales have a lower point and a higher fixed point, and usually these lower and higher fixed points are in terms of the freezing point of water, that is the temperature where the water starts freezing, and the boiling point of water, that is the temperature in which the water starts boiling. Here see that degree Celsius is used for Celsius scale. Degree Fahrenheit is used as a unit for a symbol for Fahrenheit scale, and K is used as a symbol for the Kelvin scale. So remember this very well. Before C and before F, degree signs are to be added. Before K, degree sign is not added. So do not write degree Kelvin. Fahrenheit scale is used mostly in the United States. Celsius scale is used mostly in Canada. In India, both the scales are used, but if you see in your house, mostly the Fahrenheit scale of thermometer is used. Here I have given a picture of all the three types of thermometers. See, in the Fahrenheit thermometer, the freezing point of water is 32 degree Fahrenheit and the boiling point is 212 degree Fahrenheit. In Celsius it's 0 degree, as we all know that water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and it boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And in Kelvin it is 273 Kelvin and 373 Kelvin. All these three thermometer values which are written, all of them are the same. How are they same? Because we have converted them. Let's now see the interconversion between scales. How are we doing it? Do not get panicked after seeing this particular slide. It might show a lot of formulas, but you will have to remember only one or two in order to get the numericals solved. Now, if the question is given that give a particular formula to show interconversion between all temperature scales, this is the particular formula that you are supposed to be using. So, C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180, which is equal to K minus 273 by 100. If a single value is given to you, be it in Celsius or be it in Fahrenheit or be it in Kelvin, you can place that one single value in this particular equation and you will get the values for all of the three scales. So this is the interconversion between scales. Now let's have a look at this portion. Among these two you can remember any one. If you remember one, you will remember both. So degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 in bracket degree Fahrenheit minus 32. Do not forget to give the bracket. So if you remember any of these, both of these are actually the same formula. If you can remember one of these, you can solve the numericals that will be given to you. And this is basically a simplified form of this entire formula. So C by 100 equal to F minus 32 by 180 is simplified to get this particular formula. Do not panic, we will do this in class when we come to this portion in class as well. So remember this particular formula, and conversion in between Celsius and Kelvin is very easy because Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. So whatever value you get in degree Celsius, if you add 273 to it, that gives you the Kelvin value. So you have to remember all of these formulas. Let's have a look at one such example. So let's take for one example. Supposedly F is given as minus 40 degree Fahrenheit to you. And you are asked what is the value of this particular temperature in degrees Celsius. So C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. Where are we getting this? From here. See this particular formula. C is equal to 5 by 9 bracket F minus 32. Do not forget to give the brackets. We are just taking the 5 from this numerator and placing in this denominator under degrees Celsius. So if you do degree Celsius by 5, it becomes equal to F minus 32 by 9. That same thing is being done here. So C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. From here, if you substitute the value of F in this particular equation, it becomes C by 5 is equal to minus 40 minus 32 by 9. We are substituting the value of F over here. So minus 40 minus 32 by 9 is how much? 40 plus 32 is minus 72. Two minus signs, so we add them. So minus 72 by 9. We know that 8 9s are 72. So C by 5 now becomes minus 8. We are dividing 72 by 9 and the minus sign is also going to be there. C now becomes minus 8 into 5, which is minus 40. So now we know that the F is equal to minus 40 degree Fahrenheit is basically C is equal to minus 40 degrees Celsius. So we have solved this particular portion here. Now if C is given as 40 degrees Celsius to you, you substitute the value of C over here. So C is given as 40 degrees Celsius in this particular numerical. You substitute the value of C in the same formula. Like I said, remember one formula and you can solve for all numericals. So we are using the same formula. But in place of C, we are writing 40. So 40 by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. 40 by 5 is 8 because 8 5s are 40. So 8 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. Now we are bringing the 9 in the numerator region. So 8 into 9 is equal to f minus 32. 9 8s are 72. So 72 is equal to f minus 32. F is equal to, hence you are bringing the 32 over here. So 72 plus 32 and it becomes 104. So the solution is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we know C, which is 40 degrees Celsius, is equal to 104 degree Fahrenheit, and minus 40 degree Fahrenheit is equal to minus 40 degrees Celsius. We have now converted in between Fahrenheit and Celsius scales. So let us complete till here. Let us start with the different types of thermometer from the next class. So try solving some of the numericals by yourself. If you are having any doubt, do not forget to ask them in the comment section below. Thank you. We will meet again in the next class with the next portion. Have a good day.